Considering the Dodgers will take it. They salvaged the last game of a three-game series in the nation's capital, beating the Nationals 6-5. Dodgers improved to 10-4, a 2-4 road trip, but that's all right. Dodgers still 10-4. They matched the Padres as the first teams in baseball to get to 10 wins. Now we'll take Thursday off and head home to start a 6-game homestand back at Dodger Stadium. Hi, everybody. I'm Jim Rodriguez, and welcome to the latest here on Dodgers Latest. You can follow me on X and Instagram. It's J-Rod Show, J-R-O-D Show, and lots to talk about, and help is on the way. We'd like to think so, because after the performances of Justin Robleski and Landon Knack, we need some help starting pitching. They were awful. Landon Knack was staked to a 4-0 lead on Wednesday, coughed it up, 2 1/3 innings, 5 earned, 4 walks, 4 hits, blew that 4-0 lead. But the Dodger bullpen saved the day again. 6 2/3 scoreless innings, 1 hit in those 6 2/3 by the Dodger bully to salvage the day as the Dodgers came back to win the game 6-5. Big day for the bats, which was much needed. But boy, that brings up the age-old question is, what are they going to do to fill that starting rotation? Blake Snell is due to miss another start with shoulder inflammation. That's next week against Colorado. So next Tuesday and Wednesday, Dodgers are going to be in the same boat they're in. Well, as we see below, Tony Gonsolin was great in his rehab start in Oklahoma City. He pitched 4 1/3 innings, 3 1/3 innings, 46 pitches, 7 strikeouts in Oklahoma City. Remember, he is coming off Tommy John surgery, but he hurt his back in spring training lifting weights, so that has pushed him back. He's going to have one more start in AAA. We saw Bobby Miller pitch well, so the fact that Robleski and Knack didn't pitch well, there is hope, because it looks like Gonsolin and Bobby Miller may be on the way back, and that, of course, brings up that Blake Snell should be back after one more missed start. Next Tuesday and Wednesday against Colorado is going to be very interesting. The Dodgers are set to have Yamamoto pitch Friday, Sasaki pitch Saturday, and Tyler Glasnow pitch Sunday against the Cubs. Dustin May will pitch Monday against Colorado, but that opens up Tuesday and Wednesday. Will we see Bobby Miller? Will we see Tony Gonsolin? We know we won't see Snell. Maybe another bullpen game, maybe Jack Dreyer. Who knows who we'll see, but help is on the way. Now, speaking of help, what are we going to do about third base? Max Muncy once again struggled. He is now 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts in that game against Washington. He is now hitting 174, and he has struck out 21 times. Torpedo bat be damned, right? 21 strikeouts, that's nearly half his at-bats. And that 174 batting average just does not work. So what do? Well, what about Nolan Arenado? Listen, he has been in the Dodgers sights for many years, back to his days when he was at the Rockies. Now he's with the Cardinals. Red Sox were kind of flirting with Arenado. Arenado just makes too much sense, right? He's a local guy, El Toro High School, Newport Beach. He's a absolute beast, 10-time Gold Glove winner, 8-time All-Star. He's led the league in home runs, led the league in runs batted in. He's hitting 300 already this year, and he's an absolute gem defensively, which what we've seen for the Dodgers has been a liability on the defensive end. Remember, they still got a guy in Mookie Betts, for as much as we love him, trying to get back acclimated from losing all that weight over at shortstop. Hosing Kim over in Oklahoma City. He's a second baseman, but they've had him playing in the outfield because of Andy Pajez's struggle. Good to see Andy Pajez has come out of it, at least offensively. He's homered the last 2 games, but is he a long-term solution? I think so, but Hosing Kim is an opportunity, and at the end of the day, what about Nolan Arenado? Who would you give up? Who should the Dodgers trade? Should they make the trade? I think so. I think at the same time, Arenado has been in the league for a while, so if you're going to make a trade, the time is now, and I say we pull the trigger. Now, what does that do for Max Muncy? Does he become a bench player? Does he get released outright? I don't know, but I do know 174 with 21 strikeouts just isn't going to cut it over the long haul, especially when we get to the postseason. We talk about help being on the way. Well, Freddie Freeman is on the way. It looks like Dave Roberts has confirmed that Freddie Freeman is back, and he will return to the Dodgers lineup on Friday when the Dodgers come home to start a 3-game weekend series with the Cubs. Freeman missed the entire road trip in Philadelphia and D.C. Remember, he had his right ankle, surgically repaired in the offseason, and then he slipped in the shower, and he aggravated that ankle. So it was always a kind of, we're going to take it easy with Freddie. We're not going to push him, but he is due to return. And I will say this, I've got to give the props to Kike Hernandez stepping up and playing first base for Freddie Freeman in his absence. Did you see that play Kike made yesterday? Pretty much saved the game for the Dodgers, getting that force out at second base. Looked like the Dodgers were ready to blow that 6-5 win, but Kike came through, made an amazing diving play to his right, and then got a force play at second base, allowed Blake Trinan to end up getting the save, who made it interesting, giving up a hit and a walk in that 9th inning. But the Dodgers won, and Kike a huge factor in that. Kike's bats has not been good either. He's only got 4 hits, but they're all home runs. And what Kike brings is clearly what he brings in the clubhouse and what he's shown now defensively. He is imparable. He is somebody you need to have in that lineup. He can play it all. He's a Swiss Army knife. First, short, third, the outfield, second base, anywhere. I think he's played everywhere but catcher. He is just an amazing guy, and he's once again proven his worth. Good to see Freddie back. Again, may spell bad news for Muncy if he can't get it right on the offensive side. But Freddie is back, and by the way, Friday against the Cubs, it's bobblehead night. Freddie Freeman bobblehead night, right? That Statue of Liberty home run pose that he hit off Nestor Cortez in Game 1. So speaking of Friday, well, speaking of the homestand, it's the Cubs and the Rockies. That's who the Dodgers will face in weekend series. Cubs again, remember, they started the year in Japan with the Cubs. Dodgers won those first 2 games. Cubs have been playing great baseball all of a sudden, right? Cubs, Dodgers, all of a sudden, that's a huge playoff implication. We talked about Phillies, Dodgers was a great weekend. Cubs, Dodgers is going to be an amazing series as well. That's the weekend with the Cubs, and then the Colorado Rockies come to town. They have been scuffling. They're home Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at Dodger Stadium. And again, Tuesday and Wednesday will be the big question mark for the Dodgers on the starting mound. Who will pitch those games? Dodgers will then take next Thursday off and then head out to Texas to play the Rangers, our old friend Corey Seager and the Texas Rangers for the next road trip. So Dodgers enjoying the day off today. Cubs tomorrow. Freddie's back. Gonsolin's on his way. And is Nolan Arenado coming to L.A.? Sure love to see it. Love to hear your comments. I'm Jim Rodriguez. Hit me up on X and Instagram at JRodShow. As always, it's time for Dodger Baseball with the Dodgers' latest.